Hi guys, and welcome to Dora's channel. Today I'm recording using my headset. So I have found this place inside the rocks. The sea is behind me, and it looks fine because here there are not too much noise from an environment. Even the waves are so, they are not so loud. So that's a good place, and even sun is not bursting my eyes here, and that's great. I'm not sure how good this sound from my micro, just from my headset from Samsung S7, I think so. I think it was S7 headset. It should be still pretty neat, but let's check. Today guys, I decided to discuss with you one interesting topic. Today I decided to choose a topic because recently I watched the video on the internet. It was in Russian, of course, from one of psychologists. If I won't forget it, I will let the link in the description below. At least you could watch it with subtitles, how to translate it from Russian to English, of course. So, what was about? It was about the anxiety. So I feel this topic is really actual. It's so wide common that many people struggling with anxiety nowadays. That's why I decided to talk about it. Also, this video I watched was really good, helpful. It was a lot of great insights and so on. And we have a plane here. Maybe you could hear it. I live near the airport. That's why there are flying airplanes here. But they are not flying every minute, so it should be okay. So what I was talking about is anxiety. Did you ever feel anxiety? And what does it mean? What is anxiety? It's a kind of tension inside of you. When you're trying to predict your future, or maybe you feel guilty about your past. And that's really exhausting feeling. When you're feeling anxiety, it drains your power. It drains every single power from you, and you'll become really exhausted when you feel anxiety every day. And this topic is really close to me. That's because I'm feeling the same as many people around. Some psychologists are saying that it's a kind of plague of our time. It's a disaster for everybody, and almost, for some statistics, almost every second person is feeling anxiety. This is because we have so fast world. Maybe not a fast, but sometimes fast, of course, especially when you live in a big city. And your feelings are hidden from you. This is a common problem, that you can't describe what are you feeling in this moment. You could tell me that you really know what I'm feeling right now. So okay, let's test. Stop this video for a few seconds and take a tour deep inside yourself and ask yourself what I'm feeling right now. I'm sure it wouldn't be so easy to find what I am thinking about your feelings, because you don't have such an attitude to check what I'm feeling right now. And moving forward, that's one of the best examples, one of the best exercises that you could choose to struggle with your anxiety. But let's not use this term. Let's not use this term, struggle with anxiety, because that's a problem inside of this term, to struggle with anxiety. When you're struggling with something, you could even make it bigger, not smaller. So when you're struggling with your anxiety, it's just rising, just increasing. So you shouldn't struggle. You should realize that you feel anxiety and find the root of the problem. Yes. It looks I'm not looking at the camera because it's on this side. I'm sorry. So when you feel exhausted, when you feel anxiety, it means that you are trying to predict your future. That you are worrying about what's gonna be. What is gonna be if I will do this or this. And that's the problem. It's so common. So many people are feeling the same as you. But to find it, you need to stop for a little, at least for 1 minute, 2 minutes, to find what is going on, what I'm struggling with, what I'm trying to predict, why I'm trying to predict, and what I'm really feeling right now. The key is to find the reason of your anxiety. If you are trying to predict the future, you are not feeling well right now because you are trying to make things happen that are not happened yet. So what if you're trying to predict, it's not always gonna happen. And you know it, but it's not deleting, just erasing your anxiety just like that. But you should find why I'm worried so much about this future. If it will become to reality, what it would be. Why I'm trying to avoid this on any cost. Would it break me? Would it erase me? Would it delete me from my life? And it's usually when you're trying to investigate inside of your feelings, when you're trying to decompose, the idea of decomposing your feelings is really great. When you're trying to understand, I have millions things inside me, yeah? But there are not millions. There are only few of them. And only few of them are matter. Only few. And if you find what's the name of the worm that digging inside of me and trying to eat my happiness, trying to eat my mood, trying to kill me inside of me, why it's screaming so loud? And if you will dig a little deeper, you could find that there are so simple things inside of you that could be the reason why this worm is digging inside of you. And almost every time when we are trying to hide our feelings, and we are trying to hide our feelings every day, especially if you're a man, It's a so common problem for men. If you will ask a man, what are you feeling? He will ask, why do you ask him? I don't know. Why you keep asking about my feelings? I don't know anything about my feelings. And yes, that's it. That's it. Especially for men, we don't know. Sometimes we don't know anything about what we feel inside. We are trying to predict future. We are feeling the guilty and pain about our past, but we can describe what are we feeling right now, just right now. And if you will ask yourself, as I'm asking yourself many times, you couldn't find an answer, at least right now. And for me, it's a real problem. When I was in therapy, when I was working with a psychotherapist, and when therapist was asking me, what are you feeling right now? I was always stumbled by this question because I can't find anything inside me. I was trying to find, I was digging inside of me. I was even worried why I can't find what I'm feeling right now. Because all the main emotion you're feeling inside out, by the way, Inside Out is a great movie for kids. Some people could say it's a great movie for kids, but Inside Out is also a great movie for adults. If you are not supposed to find what is going inside you, you should definitely watch this movie. It's not just for kids, it's for adults. Because in every adult live a kid, as you know, deep inside of us, the kid is living. And when you are trying to ask this kid what is going on right now, that's a good starting point. Because even if we are 50 years old, 60 years old, or 30, we are still partly the kids, because the kid inside us is still living. It's not died, it's not vanished. We still have it. And it's not a kind of mystics or existential thing. It's just a regular thing, because it was you. When you was a kid, it was you. And as I said previously, you didn't vanish because you are older right now. This kid is still with you as you're in 15, you're in 12 years old, and then you're still not the same and also the same person. Many things are changed inside of you, but you're still this kid partially, and you can skip this kid if it was a kind of break, it was a kind of, let's say, trauma inside of your childhood, and you can't just think it's gone. It's gone. It's not gone. It's still with you, and especially when you are in anxiety. When you are feeling anxiety, you just like have a big hole inside yourself, and you are falling inside your soul, this big hole, and on deep inside of this hole, you will find a kid with this trauma, with these feelings, with this feeling when you are not feel safe, when your internal kid not feeling safe. And that's a good point to imagine yourself that you are an adult person and you have a kind of kid inside, and if you will give a hand to this kid and you will tell me, oh guy, don't you worry, I'm still with you. Even you can touch your hand with another hand to feel this, like you are holding yourself, with your hand. So you are holding your internal kid and telling him, it's fine, I'm here with you and I'm adult. Everything gonna be okay, don't you worry. That's a practice, that's exercise that everyone should try. I'm really sure it's a great starting point to understand what I'm feeling inside of me, why the kid, my internal kid inside of me is crying, and why I'm ignoring this. You shouldn't feel like this kind of esoteric thing, like this is something from another space. That's just a regular thing. Yeah, just inside you. Why you are ignoring the signals that you're receiving inside of you? Even if we are not talking about the internal kid, if we are ignoring what we feel right now, it could harm so much inside us. And I think you've heard about panic attacks. When you're starting to feel that you don't have enough breath, when your heart is jumping inside of you and you feel like you're gonna die, and you feel like I'm dying, it's not enough oxygen around me, and maybe it's a heart attack, but it's so usual it's not a heart attack, that's a panic attack. When your body starting to move against you because you was for so long ignoring your feelings. So when you are ignoring your feelings, body are sending the message to you that you can't ignore, because for example it's a pain and you can't ignore this pain. Body is sending the message to you, telling man or woman, you should stop and think, what is going on, what do I am feeling. So from this video I found really great exercise that you could use. For example, you could use an alarm inside your phone, just to set an alarm on every hour, for example, and when it rings or blinks, you could set it to blink with a screen, for example. It's a time to ask yourself what I'm feeling right now. So simple, yeah. Just to ask yourself what I'm feeling right now. And this reminder is helping to get a contact with yourself, because it's so common that we are not in contact with ourselves, totally not in contact with ourselves. And we should try in our everyday life to find what we're feeling right now. How could I describe this feeling? And when you get an answer, when you'll find an emotion that stands behind this, you'll find that you are living more productive, more healthy life. And that's why you should try it. It's not so hard. It's so simple thing. So talk with your internal child, talk with your internal kid, use a timer or use an alarm or reminder to check what I'm feeling about. And if you are feeling anxiety in everyday life and you're feeling it at least few weeks and you can't resist, you're still worrying and you're trying to decompose your feelings but you can't, it's a good point to start this therapy with psychotherapist. Don't ignore signals of your body, don't ignore signals of your internal child, and you will get really more power in your life. I'm not telling more control, because we have sometimes too much control in our life. That's the problem. We are trying to control everything because of internal anxiety. But at least you could find a kind of friendship with yourself. You could get an agreement with yourself to be more interested what is going inside. And also, let me once again tell you that I really recommend you to watch the movie Inside Out. It's a great movie for kids, for adults, for any kind of ages. And I think you would love it. There are two parts. First is good, and I still didn't watch the second part. Some people are saying it's way better because it's a kind of spoiler. You will find a new emotion inside this second part, and I'm not going to tell which emotion, but I think you know about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm not sure is it a kind of ASMR or not. I'm not sure how good is the microphone on my headset. I have my Boss Micro BR80 with me, but I was curious how it would be if I will record with just the headset. And if in the first part I wasn't looking to cameras, sorry guys. It's a common problem for me to focus on this, how on camera to look at this. Thank you guys, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscribes, and make sure to put the ring bell to get a notification about the new videos. Bye bye.